Hey there. Whew, it's freezing. It's very cold. So near the Dino Sanctuary, company near my end who have created dinosaurs out of fossils, just like the Jurassic Park movies. It's crazy. So it's not open yet. So I am going to go over there, see if it's true. So let's have a look. Let's go. Can't actually see any as of yet. Yep, I see them. This is a Triceratops. This is a Stegosaurus. Whew. And this is a Brachiosaurus. Jesus, it's big. Ooh, this is some kind of wrapped up. Wait! I want to take a picture of you! Okay, that's too fast. And that's the Spinosaurus and the T-Rex fighting. Oh my god. What's that noise? Oh! And these, as you can see, are some very hungry. No! Oh god! So, after studying the dinosaurs in their natural habitat, I kind of figured out which ones are the most badasses. Right, you ready for some education? No? Well, you're gonna listen anyway. Let's get on. Number 10. The Pachycephalosaurus. The height of this dinosaur is about 15 feet long and the weight is 1,000. Now this herbivore had a massive skull. Now this skull was used to bash things in with. Usually fruit and vegetables. So if it saw some lettuce, it would be like... True story. It also headbutted things that used to try and kill it, as you would. So this bone-like plate on its head would seriously us up. Number 9, the Ankylosaurus. The height of this dinosaur is 30 feet long and weighs in about 5 tons. Now this dinosaur looks just like an armadillo. If it was 1,000 times bigger, could kill you, and was actually pretty cool. It had a tail with a club on it. This was used to balance in the dinosaur. Some scientists believe he used it to scare them. Just beat the shit out of other dinosaurs! Probably did. Scientists are wrong. Number 8, the Excalibrosaurus. Don't get me wrong, scientists believe that the marine creatures weren't dinosaurs. Now I agree, because they're marine reptiles, but I still agree that they are kind of dinosaurs, so I'm going to keep them in the list. Look at its beauty. It's like a dinosaur mixed with a shark, mixed with a sword fighter. You can't get more badass than that. The height is about 23 feet long, and the weight is 1 ton. What's badass about it, you might say? Well, you know that little sword on its nose or whatever? So what it did is it got sea ocean creatures, went like that, and went spun them round to mix the food. Another thing, it's named after King Arthur's Excalibur sword. Number 7, Titanoceratops. The height of this is 25 feet long and weighs in about 5 tons. Now you're thinking, it just looks like a Triceratops. No, you couldn't be more wrong. The main thing about this is that the massive skull-like bone it has. Now this was to fend through predators. Now the only way a dinosaur could kill this beast was to rip off the skull, right, and then bite its neck. Number 6, the Hatepocsyrinx. The Hatecropsyrinx. It's hard to pronounce! This dinosaur has a wingspan up to 40 feet and weighs in about 200 to 250 pounds. Now, this dinosaur just looks like a pterodactyl. Or a pterodactyl. So, believe it or not, this dinosaur was as tall as a giraffe. Imagine a giraffe with wings coming towards you and about to eat you. Now that is freaking scary as. Screw that. Number 5, the Amphicoelurus. I think. This dinosaur weighs in about 125 tons and it's about 200 feet long. Now, I know you're thinking, just another long neck. Well no, it's one of the biggest long necks. Well, not biggest, the longest. The tallest is, I reckon, the Brachiosaurus. You'd think that just because it's one of the most biggest dinosaurs out there, that's why it's so badass. But no, it actually has a very, very amazing history behind it. A paleontologist named Edward Drinker Cope, he found these fossils in the late 1870s and he had them shipped. Now, this ship got lost. It was never found again. Yeah, that's the story. Obviously, the dinosaur came back to life and ran off. The only logical explanation for this. Number 4, the Elmazalosaurus. Now again, this is an underwater reptile, not a dinosaur, apparently. And if there's people annoyed with that, I've got another one as well. Put 3 on the list just so you'd get pissed off. The Plesiosaurus. Scientists, chill out. If I want them on the list, I'll have them on the list. Now, the Almazlosaurus weighs in about 3 tons and is about 43 feet long. The Plesiosaur weighs in about 10 tons and about 40 feet long. You may know this as the Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie. So the way it hunted was, it's like a giraffe underwater, right? So it was all these giraffes. It used to like look around with its head all the way around. So it was one of the most vicious ones out there, mainly because, did you hear my ringtone then? Mainly because it could see everywhere. Long neck, so it's like, and it had flappers. No, don't do that, this looks ridiculous. The Almazlosaurus. It was kind of like a crocodile. It used to go up the surface and just look around and then dive whenever it sees one. It's like a crocodile of the underwater world, so it's a crocodile. But it's not. It's just that face. It's like an underwater T-Rex. So if you ever go back in time, do not go in the water, because that is the single best reason why not to. It's like if a whale had sex with a python. It's the weirdest thing ever, and it's not meant to be on this earth. Number 3, the Stegosaurus. It's about 20 feet long and about 2 tons. Everyone knows this dinosaur. It's a very popular dinosaur. It's probably the most popular one on my list. It has everything. It has spikes on its tail. It looks cool. What it did, if it wanted to mate, his plates on the back used to light up red. It used to have all these blood. You could see the blood rushes to the plates and it stands out. It goes red and it's really sexy. So I think that's just badass. Do you know what it ate? Mostly leaves, but it also ate small rocks. Number 2, the Utahraptor. Now this was about 23 feet long. It's about 1,000 to 1,500 pounds weight-wise. Now the Utahraptor, what's so deadly about it? Well, think of the velociraptors in Jurassic Park. Now they're not velociraptors. Velociraptors are actually chickens. They look like a chicken. Feathers, really small. They're tiny, they're about the size of a toddler. That's a velociraptor. Jurassic Park got it wrong, believe it or not. That's not a velociraptor, that's an Utahraptor. Now, think of a Utahraptor, they're massive. They're about the size of a human. They're fast, they've got them deadly claws, they've got claws. If there was a dinosaur, if there was a Stegosaurus, they jump on the Stegosaurus and put the claw inside and it's like, Number 1, the T-Rex. I'm joking, the Spinosaurus, of course. Now, the Spinosaurus was in 59 feet long and weighs up to about 30 tons. Now, why did I say T-Rex? Because everyone thinks the T-Rex, the beast. Now, yes, it's not called the Tyrant King for nothing. Why is the Spinosaurus so freaking awesome? Many reasons. It's not a land creature per se. It spent most of its time underwater and most of its time eating fish. It was a fish eater. It has really small hands, just like the T-Rex, but bigger claws. It's loads bigger. Everything the T-Rex has, the Spinosaurus has better. Why did the Spinosaurus and the T-Rex have small hands? Because it didn't need to pick anything up. It has the other dinosaurs do that for them. Oh god. Don't know. I'll carry your bags, I swear! God's sake, this game is horrible. Oh, I love it. And now it's better. What is wrong with you, game? Come on!